How's it going, lovely people? Hope you are well. First and foremost, sorry that this video is going out so late. Mad day, but we move. Daily news show, that means it has to go out daily, doesn't it, people? And we've got some great stuff to talk about on this one. So let's get into it. First things first, people, before we get into it though, let's hit the like button. All you have to do is scroll up, hit like, and then you're back in the video. And then also, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe as well. So let's get into it properly now. So FSG have been a talking topic for much of the season, especially the second half of the season, where they didn't spend any money to get a centre back in January, obviously barring Ben Davies and Kabak, and then also the situation with the ESL. So news has come out today that apparently FSG are going to pay the agreed settlement figure of around 3.6 million to the Premier League regarding the ESL. So that won't come out of the club. That money will come directly from FSG. So I think that is a good thing personally. Obviously, if they hadn't have done that, I think it would have been a massive uproar, considering they did all the sort of negotiating for the ESL behind the back of the football club. So I think they've done the smart thing here, and I think they've done the noble thing. So credit where credit's due. However, they did bring this on themselves, so can't go too overboard with the credit either. So I think that's a good thing that they've done that, and hopefully they can go some way to repairing the damage that they've caused between the fans and themselves and the club as well. So time will tell on that one. Next on the agenda is the African Cup of Nations. So the African Cup of Nations is meant to be played in, I believe, January to February of 2022. However, news has come out that this has been postponed. So apparently, the COVID situation over there, as well as the situation with sort of violence and crime and war, is postponing the African Cup of Nations. So there's no official postponement yet, but many leading figures in football believe as though this will actually happen, and it will be postponed, it will be delayed. No one knows when it will be delayed or postponed. Two is a tricky one, really, because obviously the health and safety of people comes first before any sport, especially football. But the reason why it's a big talking topic for Liverpool is because it could potentially approach the transfer window. Now, if Kate is still at the club, Kate is one of the players who could go to AFCON. Obviously, Mane and Salah as well. If Mane and Salah weren't going to the AFCON during the season, I don't know if that would change Liverpool's stance on how they approach the transfer window. Now, all of us would like at least one top quality forward to come in. I personally would like to see a high player and a top striker come in, but most people would settle for one. But if we're not going to be losing Salah and Mane to the AFCON, then it begs the question, do we need to go out and actually get one? I still believe yes, but many will believe no. So I'd love to get your guys' opinions in the comment below as to what you think we should and what you think we will do given this news with the African Cup of Nations. Right, next topic is Marko Grujic. Now, Marko Grujic was officially Klopp's first full transfer signing back when he joined in 2016 in January. And he joined for around £5 million, and everyone touted it as him being the Serbian Dele Alli. At the time, Dele Alli was causing a tear, and he was brilliant. And many people saw Grujic as being the same or a similar type of player to Dele Alli. However, at Liverpool, things have never really worked out. So it's always been a weird one, because you think, was it actually a Klopp signing? Was it a player that was wrapped up before Klopp came, but he had no choice but to have him in the squad? But he's never really settled in the squad, and he's always been sent out on loan. And his most recent loan move was to Porto. However, now it seems as though Porto are leading the race to actually sign him on a permanent transfer. So apparently the fee is anything between 15 to 20 million pounds, which is sort of the rumours and reports that are going back and forth between different journalists and different articles on social media. So that seems to be the figure. I mean, he's a player I've always thought could do well in our system, but for whatever reason, he's never been given a chance. So again, I'm not going to sit here and act like I know better than Klopp. So it will be very interesting to see how his career progresses from here and just what happens next. But if Grujic is to move on, then all the best to him for the future. And then the next topic. So news coming from James Pearce is that Liverpool will have to raise a further £60 million from player sales to acquire more players this summer. So this is off the back of us signing Konate for a rumoured £35 million. Pearce says in order for us to go forward and continue signing players, we will have to sell players. Now, again, this isn't a surprise to many people. It shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. This is the model with which Liverpool work from in the transfer market. However, many people wanted to see a change this summer. I know Grizz, for example, have said this is a legacy summer, as he likes to call it. However, it doesn't seem like we'll be going down that route. And James Pearce has quite openly stated that he believes that we'll have to sell £60 million worth of players to make any significant signings. So, I mean, a lot's down to Michael Edwards. We spoke about this on the Monday Night Live show, just how important he's going to be for, this summer and actually selling a lot of the players that we have on the books that need to be moved on. So it's going to be very interesting to see what he does. It's going to be interesting to see how much money we raise and how much money we end up spending for the rest of the summer, if we spend any more money at all. So that is something to look out for. The slightly nicer topic, if I'm going to be honest, champions of Scotland, Steven Gerrard's Rangers, are touted to be playing Liverpool in a pre-season friendly at Anfield. So it'll be the first time Steven Gerrard comes back to Anfield as an opposing manager, which I think would be absolutely beautiful. Obviously, as a friendly as well, so there's no pressure on the game. Both sets of players can go out there, express themselves, boost their fitness, and obviously seeing Gerrard back at the club is just a bonus, isn't it? And seeing him in the opposite dugout to Jurgen Klopp, it's almost like a premonition of what the future holds, sort of the passing of the torch, as it were. So I really look forward to seeing how that would work out. And I'd like to see that match because Rangers play really good football. They play intense football. And I think it would be a good test for Jurgen Klopp's team in pre-season, just to see how fit they are, how sharp they are. So I actually hope that happens and I hope it actually comes true. And then finally, back in 2011, a young man by the name of Jordan Henderson signed for Kenny Dalglish's Liverpool alongside Charlie Adam, Stuart Downing and Donny. Now, at the time of signing, Downing and Charlie Adam were arguably the two big names that we signed that summer. Donny was brought in as a backup goalkeeper to Pepe Reina, and Henderson was the one seen as the future signing. And for large parts of his career at Liverpool, many people have doubted him, slated him, but he's come through on the other side and he's now our captain. He's a club captain. And I'll be honest, as a captain, I wouldn't trade him for anyone else. And he's now celebrating 10 years as a Liverpool player, which is phenomenal when you think about what he's come through. So first and foremost, congratulations, Jordan Henderson. Thank you for your service. And this evening, we will be doing a special Jordan Henderson show, just looking back at his career, looking at 10 years of Jordan Henderson. So that's going to be airing at around 7:30 UK time. So make sure you tune in for that. And we're going to really get into it because I think Jordan Henderson really deserves a dedicated show. I mean, he's eligible now to play a testimonial. I don't think he'll do that just yet. Maybe next summer. I don't think he'll do that this season with the Euros and everything else going on. But if there's one player who deserves it, it is him. Selfless on the pitch, selfless off the pitch, and a wonderful captain, one of the best captains we've ever had. Whether rival fans want to slate him or not, we know what we've got in Jordan Henderson, and we're very lucky to have him. So we are going to be doing that show this evening, so please make sure you tune in for that. A massive thank you for everyone who's tuned into this. Apologies going out so late. Apologies if it feels a little bit rushed. I'm on location at the moment, so I had to squeeze this one in. But yes, we will be back at 7:30 this evening, so make sure you tune in for that. And until next time, people, stay safe, stay blessed, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you soon, people. Take care.